just out here in the Salt Lake City foothills, back in the old stomping grounds. It is about 95 degrees out here, and I am getting absolutely roasted by this summer sun. And that's why I don't really come out here much in the summer. You just can't survive out here for that long. And especially because of what just happened about a minute ago. I was running, of course, listening to my George Washington audiobook, and I paused it, just had kind of like a weird sense that something was gonna happen. And I swear to God, 1 minute later, a rattlesnake is rattling right on the side of the trail. I would not have heard it if I were not to have paused my audiobook. So I guess I'm on God's good graces today. But yeah, I just want to talk about what's been going on. A lot of stuff since my last check-in. I think probably the biggest thing was I had the honor of pacing my good friend Caleb Olson to a first place finish at the Western States 100, aka Super Bowl of trail running. And he ran 2 minutes slower than the fastest time ever. So, I mean, the whole weekend was just kind of just shocking, I think is probably the best word. Not that I didn't think he had that in them, but when I saw his splits, like what he was going for before the race, and I saw how fast it was, I was like, I mean, man, you're like going for history, and I respect that and everything. But I was just wondering before, like, was that too, audacious? Was that going to end up hurting his race by going too hard? I think they say that the great is the enemy of the good, which I think is applicable in this scenario. Basically, if you go for the best, you are either likely going to get the best or end up worse than just good. So, but he got the great, so it all worked out, and I got to pace him for the last 20 miles of the race, which was incredible for so many different reasons. I mean, first and foremost, just to, be with him in, a really, really tough time, and to be able to just help in whatever capacity I could to get him through to the finish. Pacing is kind of like a little bit of an ambiguous job because, you're just there as support. You can't help at all, really, in terms of carrying anything. You can't spray him, you can't give him water, can't give him food, can't carry anything for him. So, you can't really physically help, but you're mainly there just for, mental assistance, I guess. And so I was trying to do a similar thing as I did last year when I paced him, where we were just kind of chatting, making some jokes, singing some Eminem songs, all the good stuff. So I tried that at first, and then I realized very quickly that it was not that kind of year. It was a much more serious situation that we had on our hands, and that just meant he was feeling way worse because I think it was hotter than last year, and he had gone a lot harder, a lot faster. So this year felt like I more had to kind of keep the Jenga tower from falling over. Like I felt like the pieces were falling out, and I was trying to pick them up and put them back in to make sure the foundation didn't come undone. That's kind of how I felt like. So this year was more just reminding him to eat, being encouraging, making sure that if he slows down, it's a conscious decision and not just because he's tired. Giving updates about the competition behind us, because the second place guy was 2 to 5 minutes back or so. And really, yeah, I just feel like holding the tower together was probably the best analogy. And like, I mean, I'm not going to give myself that much credit. He's the one who ran it all. But we did it in the end, and he got to the finish line. We got to the track. It got to the high school where there was must have been thousands of people. And this is amazing, just cheering everybody on, cheering Caleb to the finish. I got the run right behind him, which apparently some people got mad at me doing, but screw that shit. I'm going to be running with my boy right until the finish. And it was amazing. I mean, he freaking did it. And I guess I'm not surprised, I think, by that, his mental fortitude, essentially. So anyways, that was an incredible experience. This weekend I'm running a race. I'm running the Snowbird Cirque Series. Still looking on the start line there. It's probably going to go poorly, but as long as I beat my friend from Boulder, I will be happy. So that's my goal there. What else? I am going on a long trip to Canada in a couple weeks to go to Banff, Jasper, Mount Robson, all that sort of area. So I'm very excited. I've never been up there to our northern neighbors in the Great Northern Rockies. So there will be some great Canadian content coming your way pretty soon. Battling a couple injuries a little bit, just my knee's been a little funky, so keep an eye on that. 2 different genres have been dominating, I think, this past week or so. Back to country, obviously, has been number 1, but it's been Hudson Westbrook has been on rotation pretty heavy. I would say that song 5 to 9 has been my jam for the last week or 2. And then my friend at work told me about this EDM group or guy, I guess, called the Fat Rat, which he's got some epic songs, man. Like he's freaking killing it. It sounds like you're in either like a video game or like a climactic scene in a movie. So that's been a lot of fun. Yeah, otherwise, I mean, things are going pretty good. It's hard to complain with the life I'm able to live. Feel a lot of gratitude towards this life, that I get to be able to spend all this time outside, spend a lot of time with friends that, I have friends and I have health right now, healthy family. And my brother was able to make it back from Israel from his birthday trip, safe and sound, which was another blessing. Just trying to take it one day at a time and be present in the summer because I think the summer just goes really quickly and it's just such a great time of the year, even though it's scorching hot and I'm probably going to get burned and get skin cancer. It's still one of my favorite times of the year, just because of all the time you get to spend outside, which is one of my favorite things to do. So anyways, until next time, maybe I'll be in Canada, maybe I'll be in San Diego. Who knows where I'll be at, but for now, signing off from the Salt Lake foothills.